like a Tigreal. I don't know. Oh, a Barats. Okay.
Really?
So, of course, he got a jump coming 3-0. Bro, that's going to be a struggle for DFYG, and it's going to be a really late game for them. But if they can keep it close, then they should be good. Onyx, though, if they get this, it's going to be massive.
Yeah, this is going to be massive if Onyx can actually just get this early on. But Vel is very proactive here. Lupi already using up the Bravest Spider. Rushing. They're bum rushing straight into the turtle here.
Superkenn.
Using the traction pulse.
Oh!
It's going to be stolen by Superkenn. What the hell? And now that's going to be a big, very bad team fight here. Kairi is up in front. He's going to be the sacrificial lamb. Sans trying to do some decent damage from the back line. But Superkenn is dancing in and out. He's going to go down though. Long's coming in. But as you can say, DFYG got the turtle. And they got some decent amount of gold for that as well. Lutpi, though, going in with the Bravest Spider. Some decent output here.
No
Zed! Oh my god, that is a Hilda!
Man marking for Zed. Vel as well. Definitely a huge nuisance for Onyx. Now, the FYG have started things off.
Yeah, they're starting it off. And actually, it's a pretty decent start here. Of course, on the side, it's going to be Lutpi hunting down Yon, and I think he will find them. That's going to be another kill going over to them, but it looks like Turtle is not the prio. It's going to be taking down Kairi, and that means that's going to be Retribution going over to DFYG once more. But look at this really, really good team fight coming in with the Blazing Duet. Oh, they catch him, though, and that is going to be 3 members going down for Onyx Indonesia. Lutpi is on the run. Same with Sans. Not enough mana, not enough damage output to actually deal with this really scary Esmeralda.
Control of the game. Hopefully, Skylar got enough farm for his Claude to eventually just match now the damage output that DFYG has. But will it also even be enough to take out the Esmeralda? Superkenn showed himself up top.
Oh, look at Zed. He's just going hard on the Sans there. And again, once more, it is going to be Superkenn with that turtle. Kairi going to get basically melted in the DPS. That is Yon. That is Vel.
Skylar.
Right now up on front, even forcing the flicker out of Lutpi, as well as the rest of the Onyx lineup. And now here's Skylar going in the back line, trying to hunt down Long. He's actually going to find him. There goes that comeback possibility. But Skylar will also be dealt with here by...
In China is watching, and I hope the news is spreading. The DFYG is on the way to beating Onyx.
They are on the way for sure, but look at that. The counter engage coming in from Sans and the Blazing Duet undisrupted here for Skylar. Actually did some pretty decent damage, taking down 3 members of the FYG just like that. All of a sudden, tables could possibly be turned, especially if Sans gets a Void Crystal here and a Void Blast. That's going to be catching the Long for sure. Ken feels like such a juicy target as well. Not as strong as he was like 5 minutes ago. We are going to see Onyx this time trying to handle the Lord, trying to put it on the half, getting a threat into the Blitz. Looks like it's going to be a signal here going in for Jianfeng Yaoguai. It's Superkenn with a steal on the Lord and
win for the region.
100%. I can see this definitely hitting the headlines here, especially over in the region. And now, got a lot of Purifies locked in. I don't blame it if they can't really catch a lot of people. That's free Purifies ready to go for DFYG. And that's going to be the engage. Freaky Boy finally uses the Violent Requiem on the Vel, though, but Vel will be able to shrug off some of that damage.
Much it hurts right now. Long with Husk Claws. Oh, the entry!
Oh, they find it. And again, the Purify will be popped here, but the damage is going into Kairi. He cannot actually ignore that, and Kairi will get taken out just like that. Vel up on front actually still doesn't have the Falling Star Moon.
Who presses buttons better? That's the question at the end of the day.
And yeah, for sure, we're going to go ahead and lock it in. Vel is actually in very critical danger here. Low HP right now. Zed up on front. Kairi and Skylar trying to whittle down this Lord as fast as possible. Just getting ready for a possible team fight. But it's Lutfi who's actually going to start this fight right now. They take out Yon. That is huge. They're fighting up inside the real world manipulation. And Jake just cannot deal with the damage. Long already used up his dashes as well.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness, no way Ken finds Luke. He can check at least that bush. Here comes the concealed, man. Sans and Kiboy up on front. They're gonna get slowed down, but I think they will find their mark. Long is gonna get found, and that is gonna be the one down for DFYG, and it is their goal laner of all people. That's going to be a tough one to beat for DFYG. Now it's 5v4 on the Lord fight. They're making it a 4v4, actually. They do have to send out Lutfi on the top.
It's gonna be a really long one. Onyx, though, have a really good advantage. Kiboy with the spatial migration.
Gary be able to at least whittle him down very, very low. But look at that. Kiboy gonna be absolutely disgustingly put low. Kairi is in trouble. Gonna be able to buy a retribution or buy the immortality, but will still get taken out. And just like that, one by one, the Onyx members are getting hunted down. They're trying to buy as much time as they can, but Lutfi will still be taken out.
And getting this Lord.
And nice grip on the knock-up here. Kiboy actually got the right target, but doesn't really have enough artillery or enough guns in the barrel to save the day. Superkenn gonna get taken. Oh my goodness, that was actually very close. Vel making a run for it. He has the immortality, just bought it, trying to buy as much time as he can though, but he will still get taken.
Traction pulse not yet back. There's the SOD, it's back, and it hits.
Oh, it's gonna be hitting, and that's gonna be pretty massive damage. Again, Kairi is gonna be the main tank for this lineup. He is going to be the main frontliner, and it's going to be Superkenn reaching to the back, forcing a flicker out of Sans, and there's the Lord. The DPS is going to be real long, getting dove in by Lutfi, but it's just way too late. They're going to be removing the Lapu Lapu from the game, and Zed going to be the sacrificial lamb as well to make pull out of the arsenal for the next few minutes here for Onyx.
DFYG got to survive, and now Onyx, they might actually lose this, but Kairi's close enough. Who gets this?
Yeah, Kairi can definitely go for the 50-50. And who is going to take it? Of course it is. The Sky Prince Sphinx is going in hard now. Is going to be the FYG, who seem to be very, very mad that you took their Lord. And now they are actually forcing it up onto the mid lane. And now, that's a lot of red HP bars on the side of the FYG. I don't think, even though they seem to be mad... Oh, actually they are! They're gonna go and re-engage Long with a very, very... There, especially on Superkenn, despite them just having just a really sizable lead at that point. Now it's a Lord walking up on top. We are 30 minutes, and that Lord is really, really crunchy. And Superkenn gonna get taken out on the bottom. And even inside the base, they're having a hard time just DPSing this Lord nonstop. Zed trying to buy as much time as he can in the middle of the Onyx lineup, and somehow actually will be able to survive. Here comes Long. It's all gonna be up to him. Zed's on the side. Immortality's already popped. And looks like we're not going home just yet. It is gonna be game number 3.